So tell me about your ServiceNow journey. What did you have done so far?
Yes. Yeah. Hi. I have total 3 years of experience in ITSM, working on ITSM module like creating catalog item and creating record producers, order guides, and based on the requirement, I have written some client script, UI policy, and server side scripting like business rule and script include, and have worked on the UI action also, and have and also based on the the requirement, I have added some workflow and flow designer to the catalog item, and based on that, I have worked on the basically I have worked on the development projects like. Yes, and I have created some email notifications. Uh, Based on the email notifications, I have written the mail script and call it from the email notification body, and worked on the transform map, and also worked on integrations by using SOAP and REST API.
So basically, when you go for interview, the very first question they are going to ask you that what did you have done so far?
Okay.
So these should be take very serious note how you are taking this question, and this will be further drive your interview. Like whatever you will say, like I have done this module, the interviewer will start asking on about that module, right? So whatever is your strength area, whatever is your expertise level, express those or highlight those area so the interview can go on that direction, on your favorite direction. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And also you should speak about that what are the modules you have worked on the ITSM as part of this development journey, like incident, problem, change. And
Yes.
definitely
Yes.
a service now core area, like you have worked on that business rule, client script, and all those stuff. Those comes later. But as ITSM, when you talk about the ITSM, incident, problem,
Yes.
change, knowledge article, those fall under ITSM, right? But the core
Okay.
area is business rule, client script, service, and other module. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And I can see in your CV you have mentioned that you have worked on the HRSD.
Yeah, the recent project I have worked on HRSD, like creating cash management, cash for the HRSD HR professionals, and also knowledge management also.
Okay, so if you have good depth, then definitely mention that like HRSD. Otherwise, if you are just starting your career on that HRSD, I will probably say that remove that. But if you are good knowledge or depth, then you can do that HRSD.
Okay. Okay.
So very first question is like, why do we need the service now? As a customer, why should I use the service now?
Yeah, whenever there is no before service now, the business requirement, like we have to we have to create different things for the business requirement. Whenever the service now came, there will be an automation process, like in the single in the single in the single interface, we can use the catalog items and also add the workflows based on the requirement. The flow will be directed. So ServiceNow helps the business automation process.
Okay, so basically, service now have an automation process in a single workspace. You can do multiple various things as an IT
Yes.
professional. So that's the reason customer is liking the service now.
Yes.
Okay, so let's say that how
Yeah.
I know that which version I am working in the service now.
Yeah. By typing the left navigator strats, we can go to the which version we are working for.
Okay, what others details that provide the stats page?
Yeah. Also the patch, like the version, like the particular version, in the let's say in the Utha version, which patch we are working, and all the information provided in the strats.
Okay, so let's come some basic catalog item question.
Okay.
On which table any catalog item store? So let's say that you want to create a new catalog item, right? So on which table you
Yes.
will go first and create the catalog item, or which module you
Yes.
will go and create the catalog item?
Yeah, on the maintain item. going to the maintain item, and it will redirect to the sc underscore cat underscore item table.
Okay. And what are the
Yes, by
type of catalog item we have?
the type of catalog item.
Right.
Uh, we can create service catalog.
Okay.
Yes, and in the catalog section we can add the category.
Okay, fine. So what is the difference between record producer and the catalog item?
Yeah, catalog item is like a fulfillment process. We can raise a request, and based on the request, there will be a requested item, and after that, there will be a task. And in the catalog item, you can also add workflow flow designer. But record producer simply creates or inserts a record into a particular table. We cannot add a workflow or flow in the record producer.
Okay. What is the variable?
Yes. Yeah. Variable is like a question, like the field that we want to show in the catalog item, that will be called the variable.
Okay. So let's say that I want to create a question like email address. Okay.
Okay.
I should take information about user email, and then user must have typed the email. It should not type ABC. So how can I do that?
User must type the name, and email should be auto populated.
No, no. So I want to create a field called email so that user
Okay.
has to be provide the email address. They should not type ABC and go to the next field. So there has to be a proper email structure like abc at the
Okay.
rate gmail.com. So how
Okay.
I create that variable?
Yeah, we can create a email variable in the catalog item, and we can write the code behind the field. We can use regex method.
Okay. And how can you use the regex method?
Yeah, based on the requirement, whatever we want to you want to populate, first we have to write the letter, and then number, and then add the rate, and then gmail.com. That's the format we can write in the code.
Okay. Did you ever work on that catalog builder?
Yeah, catalog builder is like uh, another part of ServiceNow, to create catalog item, and in a single phase we can see the catalog item and variables, and we can create catalog item also and edit the catalog item, and we can add some template to the catalog item also.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's say that I want to create a catalog item. In this catalog item, I want to make attachment mandatory so that whenever somebody submit that catalog item, there has to be fill or there has to be attached some attachment. How can I do
Okay.
that?
Yeah, we can create a variable like collection type variable, and the column name and the label will be blank, and no, we can add attributes in the advanced view, no attachment. We can add the attribute to no attachment, no underscore attachment, so that sorry, you are telling that the attachment will be mandatory.
Right. So attachment has to
Yeah.
be there when somebody try to submit a catalog item.
Yes, we can write a before business rule for that.
Why should I write the before business rule? In the catalog item, when somebody try to submit the catalog item, they has to be fill the attachment.
Yes, we can also write the whenever whenever the user clicks the try it button, and then there should be attachment mandatory.
How can I make that mandatory? That settings I'm looking for.
Okay, that will be done through on submit client script also.
So in the catalog item itself, there is options called mandatory attachment checkbox under portal settings. So if you make that checkbox true, it automatically asks you that to give the attachment. Otherwise, it won't let you submit that.
Okay.
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 What is catalog and category in the service catalog?
Yeah, if we create a catalog, then we can add the category. Based on the category, it will show in the section like in the let's take example like I added a catalog item to the IT IT sector, IT infrastructure. Then the catalog will be visible only for IT category. For that, we use the category section.
Okay. So how many way I can make a field? Let's say that in incident table there is a field called caller. So how many
Yes.
way I can make that caller field mandatory?
Yes, we can like we can make the color field mandatory by three ways. Like going to the dictionary whenever we create the color field. We can configure the dictionary and make this field mandatory. And another is that we can write UI policy for that, and we can also write client script for that also.
And data policy?
Yes, we can also that create data policy, but that will be applicable for like list view.
List view or server side when
Means,
somebody submit that there will be.
yes, server side.
Okay. What is contextual search?
Contextual search. Sorry, I didn't know that.
So basically, if you type in the incident form, if you see that whenever you type the short description, system automatically search some based on your type, whatever you will type that based on that system will automatically search something knowledge article, related incident. So if you type laptop is not working, automatically system will search that is there any related catalog item, is there any related knowledge article. So it will automatically search. So that's
Yes,
already present into that incident form. You can even implement that to that catalog item or report producer even.
yes.
What is schema map?
Yeah, schema map, like the relationship between database and like schema map. And the transform map, we use schema map for the relationship between the database and the like.
Basically, schema map present in a particular table. For example, if you open a table configuration of the incident table, there will be a related link called schema map. Once you click the schema map, you will be able to find out that how many other tables are connected to this table, how many other tables are referenced to this table. So that a graphical representation that shows that how other tables are connected to this particular table.
Okay.
So what is dictionary override?
Yeah, dictionary override is let's take an example like if we want to make a field mandatory, if we want to make a field mandatory on incident form, and that field is not mandatory in the task table, because no, there is a requirement like we want to make mandatory for in like some field for incident table. Then there we can use like dictionary override, because the in the task table that field will not be mandatory, and if we use the incident table, then it will be a dictionary override. Like we use the dictionary override to override the task table. If we
Okay.
want to make a field mandatory, then we use like
What is database view?
yeah, database view is like uh, view is like whenever we see the database, then there will be some specific view who can see the database. That will be
Database view is like a view which combine multiple tables. So database view basically used in a reporting purpose. So let's say that you have 2 or 3 tables, you can join them together and create a view so that user can report that. For example, incident matrix, right? So we can merge incident and matrix table and create a view so that user can create a report on a particular table to know that how many times spent for particular incident for particular groups. So basically, a database view actually, create a view like in a SQL we normally create the view, right? Similarly, database view is create a view which actually join multiple tables together.
Okay.
So let's say that I want to load the data, 100 or 20 data in a particular table, let's say
Okay.
incident or change table, right?
Okay. Okay.
Through the Excel. How can I do that?
Yeah, we can use import set.
Mhm.
By using import set, we can achieve this. First of all, we have to create a import set table, and then we can use like transform map. Like whenever we are importing some Excel files or XML files from by using import set, first of all we have to create a import set table, and based on the import set table, import set means like the source table, and the source table will be related to the related to the target table by using transform map. Means transform map provides the relationship between the source table and the target table.
How many type of business rule we do have in ServiceNow?
Basically, we have 4 types of business rule, like before business rule, after business rule, async business rule, and display business rule. Before business rule is like before any action is taken in the database, and after business rule like after any action after any action taken in the database. And async business rule is same as after business rule, but it runs in the backend or in the background. And display business rule is used to store the scratchpad variable and access it from the client side.
So let's say that whenever the problem will be closed, one problem have 20 incident in a related list. So once
Okay.
the problem will be closed, all the related incident will be automatically closed. So which business rule I
Okay.
should select in that case?
Yeah, I can select after business rule.
Why don't async business rule?
You can use also async business rule, but there will be huge amount of like the database operation will be. We can also use async business rule also.
The actual scenario should be async business rule, right? Because after business rule will be hold your form until unless the operation is completed. But
Yeah,
async
the
business
it
rule,
will it will it will freeze the instance. Like
right? So in our case, the problem once the problem is closed, let user to do other stuffs, and in background the system will close all the incident, right?
okay.
So you have work on the integration.
Yes, I have worked on the integrations using SOAP and REST API.
So what other integration you have done so far?
Yeah, using I have used e-bonding, means the integration between ServiceNow to ServiceNow instance, and by using basic authentication also I have used, and the last project I have worked on the OAuth 2.0 using authentication.
What is the basic difference between basic authentication what 2.0?
Yeah, basic authentication we have to provide the user credentials, but in OAuth 2.0 there will be a token. The token we have to first of all whenever we are integrating between 2 systems, first of all we have to get the token, and there will be a limited time, and the token will be refreshed. Means we have to integrate between 2 systems within the limited times, and after that the token will be refreshed.
Okay. So let's say that I want to integrate or I want to send some data like change information from one service now to the another service now. Okay. So
Okay.
service now A
Okay.
to service now B.
Okay.
Now, to send the data from A to B, what are the steps I have to be performed?
Okay. Okay. First of all, we have to create a we have to provide the endpoint to the instance A to instance B, and the authentications related problem like user ID and password. We have to provide the instance B, and after that we have to the HTTP method we have to provide. If we want to retrieve the record, then we have to use the get method, and if we want to post like create the method create any records, then we have to use post, and put patch and delete whatever may be the operations. And after that we have to provide the request body the parameters the JSON format parameters we can provide to the B user. And after that we can use the rest message. By using the rest message we can integrate between two systems.
Right, but there should be a one mechanism, right? So there should be business rule or UI action so that you can call the REST message, right? So REST message cannot
Okay.
be directly triggered, right? It should have a
Okay. Okay.
business rule or UI action from where you are going to be triggered, or maybe flow from where you are going to trigger the REST message, right?
Okay.
So what is Meet server?
Mid server. Sorry.
So you don't know what is Meet server, right?
Yes.
Okay. Coming back to the some HRSD module. So what is the HR services?
Yeah, HR services means HRSD module it helps the HR professional and also the employees also. Whenever an employee is onboarding, then whenever a new employee is onboarding, and they have the requirement providing laptop and providing like uh, other materials, and if a new user have any payroll issue, then he have to before HRSD module he have to raise a incident, and based on the incident the ticket will be assigned to the respected group. Whenever after the HRSD module came, there will be an automatic system like whenever the employee whenever the employee faces any issue on the payroll, then he have to create a case, and on the service portal also he can create a case, and based on the case it will be assigned to the particular user, like particular group, like finance team or uh, whatever may be the problem, it will be assigned to the respected group.
What is
It
COE?
will Yeah, COE is center of excellence. Means COE has a particular COE worked on the particular the payroll issue will be for the finance team, and that will be not visible to the IT team, and a particular group will see the particular records, the other records will not be shown to the group.
Okay. What is the HR criteria?
HR criteria. Sorry.
What is HR services?
Yeah, HR services means the services that are provided by the HR professionals, means the like
Okay, let's say that I want to create a case. Okay, so somebody trying to create
okay,
a case on
okay,
benefit topics. Okay, and once the case will be created, there will be uh, task will be created. Okay, two or three tasks will be created. So how I can create the task, HR task from the HR case?
yes, we can also add the workflow.
Without, it's a simple step, right? So we don't need to even create the workflow. There will be two or three tasks. How can I do that without creating the workflow? what are the fulfillment type available under HR services?
Fulfillment type.
So if you go to the HR services, there is a module called, there is a field called fulfillment type, where you can select the manual, you can select that service activity, workflow, life cycle event, advanced flow. Like,
Yes.
what is the life cycle event?
Life cycle event is like the uh, uh,
Okay. So how HR service relates with record producer?
it's
Okay. And what is the HR template?
yeah, HR template is used like it will be whenever we create a like HR case, then there will be a template showing in the HR record, like the image that will be shown in the background of the.
HR template help you to setting some value. So whenever a case will be created or the task will be created, if you want to pre-populate some value, that can came from the template. Right? So if you create the
Okay.
template.
Okay.
So I think that should be from my side.
Okay.
There are a couple of things I hope you have understand the needs to improve. The first thing
Okay.
is that in the HRSD module, if you talk about the HRSD module, you should be more confident in the HRSD module. There are a lot of points that are left into the HRSD module, basic points.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you go for interview and say that I have worked on the HRSD module, you should be more prepared for the HRSD module.
Okay. Sure. Okay.
And there are some simple configuration even in the ITSM or core module like client script, business rule, which type of business rule should use, which on which scenario, those needs to be improved.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You might have prepared some sample question like somebody asked you that what is business rule. You started saying that this is the business rule and these are the business rule are available. But when somebody asking you based on the scenario, then you will face some little difficulty, right? So you should be also prepared based on the prepared based on that sample scenario. Okay.
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 And this video is going to be, I mean, this video is recorded and will be shared with you. And you can go through that what all area you need to be improved.